into the newest episodes of the Ultimatum because if you ask me, they should have had a psych ward van sitting outside waiting on Scotty, Neck Brace, and Nick the Golden Bachelor. All right, let's go trial couple by trial couple, starting with Zaina and Scotty with the T-Move dangly earring. Now, I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all, but Scotty gives Ike Turner. Say it with me, Ike Turner protege. Allegedly. Like, when it comes to him and his JR situation, I'm subject to believe that he's only mad because he got caught pillow talking. Because why would you ever be mad that Zaina ran back and told JR anything? Like, that's her man in real life. After she get done laying with you in the bed for 3 weeks, she going back to her real man. They've been together 3 years. She gave him the ultimatum. She wants to marry him. She wants him to get on board. So why would she not go back and tell him that the man she been laying with for 3 weeks in his trial marriage was like, hey, you know, when I went down to the man cave with the other guys, he said he's just here to get his rocks off. He here to get a hall pass. Like, baby, everybody not Arya. Everybody not scared of you. This girl is only with you in a trial couple. Her man is on the other side of this apartment building. She only got to lay with you for 3 weeks and then she's going back to him. Why would she not tell him what you said about him? She wants to marry him. He don't want to marry her. So, of course, she's going to be butthurt. Like, dang, like, this dude telling me that he said this in private about, like, oh, he just came here to get a hall pass. Is this true? Like, are we here just playing? Like, huh? And then this Scotty lying, telling me, I never said that, I never said that. You get with the man and say you never said that, or you trying to tell her you never said that, or put it on her. You went back and told him. If you asking somebody, did you tell him that? That means you said it, Scotty. So you going off and doing X, Y, Z, like, you're a coward. You're a pussy. Because when you got over there with the man, when you got with the men in the men's lounge, JR was really bringing you down slick on the low. Like, y'all was going at it. And you know, in the physical department, JR would have ate you up. He would have folded you in your clothes while you were still in them. So that's why you didn't really pop off like that. But you know in life that you cannot exert power over other men because you're scared of men. Men are scared of men. He couldn't exert any power over those guys. So what he did was he took all his energy back to the house. And that's what Arya is used to letting him do. But he came there with Zaina, and Zaina wasn't having it. Also, I picked that Scotty as somebody that builds women up to break them down. Because if you think about it, when he first met Zaina, within the first 5 to 10 minutes, he was already like, oh, she's the epitome of what a good wife is. Like, no, anybody would be bonkers to not want a woman like Zaina. Just so he can make Arya jealous. Like, I feel like he probably most likely did that to Arya in a relationship. He love bombed the dog. Got her, made her feel like she was the most special person in this world. Because let's keep it a stack. These girls too pretty to be fooling with him. He probably love bombed her for a good amount of time. And then as soon as she moved out of the city for her new job that she's doing very well at, and seems like she's doing better than him, and that's why he's so motherfucking mad, he probably dropped the representative and started being extremely emotionally, physically, and verbally abusive to that girl. So I am not opposed to thinking that he probably tried that on Zaina. He probably built her up super duper quick within that first week, and on that second and third week, oh baby, the representative starts slipping. Because I don't know why, but something just feels like they was in the bed. You know, he done built her up all this time, all these days. She'll hear stuff like this from JR. They in the bed talking, and she probably like, yeah, and just JR this and JR that, and I don't know why he won't get on board with this. And he probably was like, oh my God, I really don't want to say this, but like when we were in the men's lounge, like, I kind of got the vibe that he just kind of wants to be with somebody else. Like, he's just here for a hall pass. And he thought that was going to bring her closer to him so that he can kind of flaunt it in Arya's face and be like, look, I made somebody fall in love within a week. Everybody would love me. Anybody would be happy to have me. Meanwhile, you're unsure about me. Meanwhile, all it did was make Zaina run to the bathroom at 1:30 a.m. as he claims and be on her phone talking to her real man. And I don't know why he thought all the manipulative tactics was going to work on Zaina. Babe, she has a manipulator down to the house. She used to stuff like this. This is not her first crash dummy. All right, moving on to neck brace and nip and tuck. Baby, nip and tuck done got a piece of that Kanekalon date, and that she don't want to go home. And I don't know how many times we have to tell black men that it was never, ever gonna be you. Sandy was never gonna take you serious, JR, baby. Like, she only teamed up with you because she wanted some of that Kanekalon D. She only wanted to get down to the sheets with you, turn the lights off, and get a piece of that extension pole, get a piece of that Pringle can. If you even had that, because we all know the gym bros don't be working with nothing. Vienna sausage, allegedly. Like, honey, 9 times out of 10, her American dream is to get married to somebody that looks just like Nick. You was only for the back end. Nick is for the front end. So her saying that you had an attitude for the past 2 weeks really turned her off in the long run, because she already was turned off after she already smashed you, because it's like, I got what I needed. Now you getting mad because I'm getting in contact with my real man that I've been with for like 2-3 years. Girl, who the fuck is you? And when J.O. told us more about his background, saying that, oh, he was fat and he was ugly and he used to miss school a lot because they had to stay in hotels because they was homeless and he was insecure and X, Y, and Z, it made total sense to why he was looking for white acceptance from Sandy. Like, sweetheart, when you was down to the conversation with Micah and you kept saying, I ain't never been with a white girl. I'm trying to see what that be like. I'm trying to see what that be like. It made total sense now. Like, you're looking for acceptance from Sandy. You feel like if you get a white girl to really get on board with you and want to marry you and be in a relationship with you, then you've really, like, you've skyrocketed record and you punched and you beat everybody else to the chase. Like, oh, everybody that picked on me when I was in school. Oh yeah, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm buff. I'm tall. I got Kanekalon braids. I got feet in braids. And I got a watch on my arms. Look at me. Like, Nick Bryce, how are you mad that she's actually talking to her real man in real life? Y'all are in a trial relationship, Bookie. Like, you can't try to monitor when she's talking to him or when he's talking to her. Tell us y'all are doing too much. He keeps trying to get in contact with you. Well, you know what? Nick may be psycho, baby. And Nick may be racist. But one thing about it, he's not talking to himself. It seems like Sandy's replying, and she may be hitting him up first sometimes. That's the only thing that's really bothering me. He keeps talking as if like Nick is talking to himself. Nick may be talking to himself like 50% of the time, but Sandy's on the other end, baby. She's saying something, and I feel like she's slick. Like, dang, like I get tired of hearing about JR and his meal prep and him working out, and everything is about what he went through in life and about his ex-wife. Like, damn, it's still not about me. When I'm with you, I'm still feel like an emotional burden is over me, and then when I'm with him, it's still the same. It's nothing but he got big black day. Don't get me wrong, Sandy definitely seemed like she get around, but I do feel a little bad for her because it seems like she's just an object in everybody's game. Nick only want to be with her because this is the first time he ever been with a bitch, and JR just want to be with her because he feel like, oh, I'm bagging a white bitch. Like, I feel bad for her. Nobody really want her because they really want to be with her and her personality and want to get to know her more. They just with her because she an arm piece. Moving on to Nick. Nick knew exactly what tattoo he was getting. I don't know if y'all looked at the tattoo artist's face, but when he went to go look in the mirror and then tried to play it up, talking about, huh? Oh my God, what? Huh? Oh my God, like, I think I sent you the wrong thing. The tattoo artist said, yeah. Talking about, but I still love it. The tattoo artist said, yeah. Like, stop playing. You knew exactly what you was getting. And even if he didn't fully see what JR had on his hands when he did like this, I do feel like he probably swifted through the IG, because if they got their phones and they on the internet and he was blowing Sandy up like that and she was replying here, there, and there, but he also felt like they was smashing and banging in the sheets, he definitely went down to the IG, and I feel like he saw that tattoo and was like, if she likes this nigga, you know what? I'm gonna get the same tattoo and see if she likes me. Like, stop playing, trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm going through so much pain and stuff, and you know what? I'm just gonna go get this certain tattoo right here, but I just mistakenly looked at the picture myself as I looked at it, and then turned the camera to show the tattoo artist. He read it back to me, showed it back to me, put the stencil on me. I looked at the stencil and read it all the way through, and then I said, you know what? Yes. And then at the end of the tattoo, I said, oh, it's the wrong one. Oh, please. Moving on to Arya and Caleb. I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, Caleb is lying about having feelings for Arya, and I don't know how y'all came up with this narrative that he just wanted to be her friend for real. He just wanted to be her friend for real. There's no sexual connection. That is a complete lie. I'm so tired of y'all making it seem like non-black men, even though I don't think that Caleb is non-black, because it definitely he got a little brown sugar in his tank. I'm tired of y'all making it seem like non-black men would not have any type of physical attraction to black women. And that is exactly what y'all are doing with Caleb and Arya. Because for people to come out and be like, it's just a friendship. It's just a friendship. Like, isn't every great relationship built off friendship? Like, anybody with emotional intelligence will build a relationship based off friendship. So I'm not understanding what y'all getting at, because that's actually proving my point more. I don't like how people are in the comments, especially black women are in the comments like, Mariah's so beautiful, she's so intelligent, she's 24, she has so much going for her in life. Why would Caleb ever want to leave her for somebody like Arya? First of all, Arya is very intelligent. Arya is very beautiful. She's very X, Y, and Z. She's also young. I don't know why y'all deem anybody that's older than 30 is so fucking old. Like, they have the same attributes, so why wouldn't Caleb be puzzled? I'm not getting it. And then putting everything on Arya, saying she's delusional, and why was she talking to Mariah like that down to the dinner? Babes, producers are in the back telling people that, hey, even though you and Caleb agreed on this, I need for you to kind of rile Mariah up. I need for her to act like Nick. Nick is giving us a show. And for the people in the back that's like, oh my God, well, you keep saying that Mariah is boring. Why would you say that Mariah is boring? She's 24 years old. Baby, Mariah is not a kid. 24 is a grown woman. If you have not developed your personality by now, it's not coming. Do y'all not know that every person on this earth does not have a big, broad personality? Some people are boring and people love them for that. But I don't think that Caleb wants somebody that's boring. Her personality and his chill personality and him being high 24/7, because let's keep it a stack, he was stoned in them up. It just don't match, and being pretty just ain't enough. And also, I really enjoyed how Caleb and Arya actually gave each other gifts when they were departing. Like, they gave each other books. Like, oh my God, y'all know I love books. Them giving each other books, and then she wrote a note in hers. Like, they gonna remember that forever. Whether Caleb wants to admit it or not, like, he's always going to remember Arya. And he's always gonna remember how these 3 weeks, I actually got to be myself. I got to laugh. I got to get high. I got to actually not have somebody hovering over my shoulder and telling me I gotta talk about my emotions and what's wrong with me in my life over and over and over again multiple times a day. I just got to chill. I gotta be with a black girl. I kept telling her hair smells nice. She's beautiful. Like, I got to feel special for 3 weeks. And then I had to go back to my goddamn boring ass girl